Okay, so we're here once again in Sword Factory, and today I thought I'd do a little bit of a different video and cover some of the annoying things that happen within Sword Factory, whether it's the things that the game does or the things that we do ourselves. But yeah, let's just go straight into it and just cover some of the annoying things that just kind of happen in Sword Factory. So I think we'll start off really with the biggest thing that everybody hates in Sword Factory, and that is losing things when it comes to the item fuser. So I know when the item fuser first came out, a lot of people were pretty angry because they lost a lot of good things on different swords. So say like I put these two swords in here right now. As you can see, one of them is just a random boring sword. I don't even know why I've got it in my inventory. And another one is my damage sword, really high level, really high class and stuff like that. And basically what would happen is obviously you'd fuse your sword together, and then basically what you'd be hoping to get is like a better level or a better rarity. However, the thing that you did not want to lose, you'd actually end up losing. So obviously in this case, I'd end up losing this unbeatable on the class, and that means that the sword is then completely useless. So I know a lot of people absolutely hated that the first time round, but yeah, it's a good thing that we all know what fusing is actually about now and basically what the chances are and stuff. But I know a lot of people hated that in the first place. The second thing is actually getting a full bank. So obviously right now my bank isn't full. However, sometimes you would forget to actually change the bank settings on the back. And right now I've got mine set to 1 in 3 billion. But sometimes by accident you'd forget to set it up, and you'd probably put it down all the way for something like 1 in 25 million. And then that way you just get a load of random swords stashing up your bank. Without you even realising, you'll turn around, come back, and you'll have a load of swords in here that are just completely random, trashy swords. And you'll realise you'll get something pretty good out of the machine. Say you might even get a topaz out of the machine, but you don't have it. It's gone straight into your sell station because your bank was completely full. So yeah, that's happened to me a couple of times. I know it's happened to other people a couple of times as well. So for now, I actually make sure to turn my banking settings up, and I always have it on a really high setting just so then I get all the good stuff and none of the bad stuff. And speaking about the back of the machine as well, another thing that is kind of annoying is when you actually go through and prestige one of your parts of your machine, but then you forget to actually turn up the luck, so that way then you're losing out on a lot of value. Say you just reset all your refund, well you just refund all your upgrades or something, just to kind of reconfigure your machine, but then you'll go ahead and forget to completely change the look on the back. You'll come over here, you should be getting swords that are worth like 40 billion each on all of these. Instead you're getting swords that are worth like 40 million because you've completely forgot to turn the look up. And I know I've done that a couple of times, I still do it now and I still do it quite a lot. But yeah, thankfully now I am remembering to actually turn this up, and usually now I just kind of have it on the settings that I have it on now anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much now, but it has happened a lot in the past, and I know it's happened to a couple other people as well. And another thing, I'm not too sure if this actually happens anymore, but this definitely used to be a thing in the game, where you basically come up, you'd equip your sword, but you wouldn't actually take, well basically none of your stats would change. As you can see right now I've got a 94 trillion health. However, obviously without the sword I only have a 600 million health, and sometimes when you'd actually equip your sword, basically none of the stats would change, your health wouldn't go up, you wouldn't be able to use your sword, and that basically means when you don't actually realise it, you come out into the island of noobs or something to kill like a unique boss or something, but then all of a sudden it just one hits you because none of your stats have changed, and that would be really annoying because then you'd have to come in, scramble about trying to get your swords back, which was super annoying, and you'd end up having to make so many different tactics just to be able to like lure the boss away, just so then you can have a free path back to your sword. So that was super annoying. But I do believe now that's actually been fixed, so that is a good thing. It's not really happened to me once, since, but yeah, that's a really good thing. And another thing as well, obviously I know Sword Factory isn't updating right now, but one thing that was really annoying, when it came to quad spawns, usually they'll have an update that happens literally like 5 spawns before your quad spawn's going to happen, so you're really excited, you're about to get maybe like a new unique, a new exotic, maybe even a new supreme or eternal or something like that, or a celestial. But instead the game decides to update and you completely lose that quad spawn. It doesn't even happen, you don't even have enough time to actually see what boss it is, and you've literally just waited a whole like 11 hours to get your quad spawn, and instead you go ahead and get an update and completely lose your quad spawn. And that has happened more or less every single time an update's happened. I'm always really close to a quad spawn. So hopefully I can be a little bit luckier next time and get my quad spawns instead of updates happening, or maybe they can just leave it for 5 more minutes just so I can get that quad spawn. And I know it's definitely happened to a lot of other people as well. It just seems like it's a massive curse, but yeah, really annoying. And then I think the last thing, or the two kind of last things, I guess you could kind of group these two things together, is the drama that goes on in Sword Factory and this that happens in Sword Factory. So obviously right now there's no point in really rectifying this. They may as well just keep it as it is, because obviously the game is going to be getting a revamp, and also it's going to be getting a data wipe. So all these people on the leaderboard right now, it doesn't really matter too much. But obviously the first part of it is the hackers, or the people who spawn in swords and stuff and just get crazy levels like this one here, level 10,000 there, which is just completely impossible. So that's one annoying thing. And then obviously the other annoying thing is all of the drama that happens. So obviously there's two pretty good games when it comes to Sword Factory. There's a normal version, which is this one, and there's also Sword Factory X, which I know a lot of people did put some time and money into as well. But obviously, with the games being completely conflicting with each other, obviously each one just keeps getting taken down, or people like kind of just hating on the other one or something like that. So the drama, again, is probably one of the most annoying things when it comes to Sword Factory. Obviously, I know for me, it's got me a couple of content videos and stuff like that, whatever. But still, it is pretty annoying to see all the drama still going on. And obviously, it's still going on right now with the DMCA claims, the shadow ban recently, and just kind of like the slide digs that happen between each dev team and stuff like that. So hopefully that will stop at some point once the new revamp does come out. Hopefully it does come out very soon. And yeah, those are more or less all the annoying things that do happen in Sword Factory. If you guys know of any, leave them down in the comments down below. Maybe I'll make a part 2 of this, even though I've never made a part 2 to any video before. But yeah, if you guys do have any annoying things that happen in Sword Factory, whether it be this Sword Factory or whether it be Sword Factory X, let me know and I'll make a video on it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.